another time, another opportunity to connect with you on a different spring. Today we are on path to wellness because we realize how important health is, how much we are unable to enjoy life to its fullest if we are unhealthy, how much our families will struggle if we do not maintain good health. And that's why we come to you on path to wellness so that we ensure that we are on the right path, keeping our health going strong and healthy. This is brought to you by Bridge Afrique Magazine, home of Bliss Incorporated and Panaceaville International. I'm Nancy Oblete. I'm a marriage coach and a behavioral change expert. Today on the show, we are fortunate to have someone who is an expert in the field of healthcare. She's a medical doctor and she's also interested and passionate about people having sound health and living well. Join me, welcome Dr. Fortuna BEBEWOU to Path to Wellness. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Nancy, to have me. Thank you very much to Bridge Africa for the opportunity.
Yeah, we are so thrilled to have you. I saw your name and I was curious. What country is this name from? Please, ma'am, can you let us know?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Togo, not far from Nigeria, though. But actually, I'm based in Dakar, in Senegal.
Wow, nice to meet you. We want to know a little about you, your work, what you do, just a brief intro.
All right. So thanks again for the opportunity and thanks for all you're doing, bringing the right information to people because lack of information causes a lot of problems. And I'm a physician, I'm a doctor, and I specialize in the public health and psychotherapist now. I developed this love to mental health since COVID 2021. I realized the importance of embracing mental health to reach the optimum health. And then I built my capacity in this area to become an expert in it, and I continue to learn to become an expert in it. And I create Web Input, which is an online platform to bring access to information, to bring easy health and mental health softness to people that are really in need, and especially for Africa people, because we see the need of it here in Africa and the scarcity of people that are working in mental health in Africa. But then Web Info luckily doesn't only work for Africa, it works for 4 continents because we have patients from US, from China, from Europe, and from Africa that are joining us to Web Info. And this also because I have a community because I've been to all this place. And then actually this is the one thing that I'm very proud of, to bring a community from all over the world and speaking the same language when it comes to mental health. Yeah. So this is what I do.
Amazing. Well done. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I just want us to jump right in. And then what I want us to look at is wellness. What is wellness? If we were to describe wellness to a lay person, what would we say wellness is? How is it, or when is somebody considered to be healthy?
Yeah, so I will just use the WHO definition about the health state because it is the best that describes what is health. So when we talk about health, it's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So what it means is like health, a person is declared healthy when he has a complete physical, mental, and social well-being. It does not mean that the person doesn't have any disease or infirmity. So you can have a disease, but you are healthy. So when we talk about wellness, wellness is the act or the practice that you yourself do, like practicing a healthy habit on a daily basis to attain a basic physical and mental health outcome. So this is wellness. So wellness is not something that you can achieve. It's something that is ongoing process.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's not a destination, it's like a journey. We
It's a
keep
journey.
moving and keep improving every day. But you said something that caught my attention. You said health does not mean that we do not have a sickness. That the person does not have a sickness that they are working on. It just means that they are doing other things to keep themselves going. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
Yes, thank you. So if I take, for example, diabetes, for example, the person can be declared diabetic, but if the person is having a good wellness attitude, a good like optimal lifestyle, a good healthy habit, the person will be declared healthy. But does
Oh,
not mean that it does not have a disease. Some disease can be incurable. Some disease can be like forever. But you
mm,
cannot declare yourself unhealthy. You know,
mm,
as long as you have a good state of mental health, physical health, and social well-being. Why we include social well-being is like the person have the ability to have the social activity. Another
mm,
example is people that are living with AIDS. You know, today you can see people living with AIDS as long as they are having a healthy habit and they are taking their meds, they are healthy. You don't even know that they are having this problem.
yeah.
When we take infirmity, people that suffer from polio, for example, thank God today we don't have polio, that like the eradicated. But this infirmity that will prevent them to have their life. You will see people that have infirmity, but they achieve greatness in this world. So the infirmity doesn't mean that they are not healthy. We declare them health as long as they have a good state of mind, they have a good health, they are having the attitude of wellness every day, and they have a good social well-being. They are healthy. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. So, healthy comprises of three main things: physical health, mental health, and social interaction. That's healthy social interaction. Once we
Yeah.
have these three in optimal levels, we're healthy, irrespective of whether we are having an ailment that is ongoing or not. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for that definition. You just educated a lot of us about that. So,
My
ma'am,
pleasure.
can we look at stress? What is stress? And how does stress impact our health?
Wow. You know, I spend my day, every day of my life, educating people about stress and mental health. So, stress is actually my area of like specialization. Like, I really work on stress management because stress is something that we neglected, but it's something that is destroying our life. You know,
Mm,
there is a study that showed that 86% of people that are lying at the hospital, the sickness is not physical, it's
mm,
emotional and stress that cause the sickness. So when you help them have a control of this stress that's affecting their emotion, they will be healthy.
wow.
Why did I talk about this study every time? Because we mostly underestimate the effect of stress on our body. Stress is, is something that can destroy your life. We cannot escape it. We can only manage. And
Mm,
it's very important to manage the stress. Stress can cause cancer. Stress can cause diabetes. Stress can cause weight gain. Stress can cause hypertension. Why?
mm,
Take, for example, stress and diabetes. How stress leads to diabetes? Stress leads you to eat food that is not healthy.
mm,
And the main cause of diabetes is not the sugar that we are eating, it's what the sugar causes in your body actually. It's the fat that retain those hormones, the fat that block the insulin resistance, the fact that cause insulin resistance, that
mm,
cause diabetes. So you will see some people eat a lot of sugar, but as long as they don't have fat retention, As long as they do exercise, they don't have diabetes. But if you eat a lot of sugar and you have fat retention and your insulin does not pair properly, you will have a diabetes. So, so stress is cause hormonal imbalance, and hormonal imbalance can lead to diabetes. Hormonal imbalance can lead to hypertension. Stress is related to hypertension. How? Because of the stress, the effort it puts on the heart. What causes hypertension? When the load, the heaviness of the blood is much more than the load the heart has to pump. So the heart is working more than the normal. So in general language, they say the blood is so heavy. So what makes all this is hormonal. So stress causes a lot of disease, especially when it comes to women. We don't even mention the mental effects of the stress. So stress is closely related to a lot of diseases. Of course, maybe you are predominant, you already how to say, you already exposed to it. But if they have like triggers, we call it triggers, comes, and you don't really take care of it, it will lead you to something that you don't want. Yeah. What is good about stress is like there are some that you can control to avoid those. You see, I know we now living in the day-to-day life and we live in a rush life. Everyone is running, but there are some stuff that you can control. That some that you cannot control, okay, but the one that you can control, try to control it. If your stress overload is like 100%, and the one that you can control is 30%, and you try to remove it out of the 100%, is it not better 70% than the 100%? And then now the 70%, you find a way to manage it. You find a way to cope with it. You find a way not to allow it to interfere with your life, to really destroy your life. So that's what we do at Wellbeing Post, to help people to know how to manage the stress. But first, we help them to eliminate some stress. For example, I was working with a client who every day when she wake up, she's mad because she has to take the bus and the taxi driver are annoying and all this. I'm like, why are you putting all those stress? Whether you like it or not, they are going to be like that. Those people are frustrated. Why are you taking this problem personal? They are not doing it towards you. You're taking those problems too personal. Those people are just like that. You cannot change them, right? So why are you allow yourself to be frustrated? This is the stress that you can control. But most of the time, we block in the traffic, we are mad, we are stressed. But there is nothing you can do about it. So this is a stress that you can just easily eliminate from your day to have a good day. Isn't it, Mrs. Nancy?
Yeah.
So, and then also the kids, like there are just some little things that we teach people to just eliminate so that we reduce the load of stress. And the one that we cannot control, we find a way to manage it. If we have a boss that is really stressful boss, we cannot escape it because we need this job. So we prepare ourselves mentally to deal with it, to cope with it, so that the effect of the stress they putting on us doesn't affect us. This is coping mechanism of the stress. You see, so because that stress we cannot control it. You see, so you find a way to cope with it. That's the difference. So stress is something that is very important to control. Yeah.
Wow. You know, as you spoke and you were talking about eliminating unnecessary stress, I think that that is so huge because a lot of us are in places and situations where we can actually control our response, but we just allow ourselves to go on a roller coaster. At the end of the day, we are putting ourselves under pressure and damaging our health. I think that I think there's a prayer. I don't know who is the one that said it, but it says, God, give us the grace to accept those things that we cannot change and the enablement to go through those things and to change those things that we can change, something like that. So I
Yeah.
think that that's a powerful prayer that can help us with this eliminating stress thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Because as we
yeah,
spoke, it is really concerning that we can relate almost every illness, even weight gain, with
yeah.
stress. And I know
Mhm.
that a lot of women have they have issues with weight gain. Now that's also with hormones and all those things and our mental health. Can you please just weigh in on that? What a woman can do to help this stress that causes weight gain and all that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this question. This question is very important because and I work on mental health, but I work also for the weight loss because they are closely related. When we talk about weight gain, it's not only related to the food, it's closely related to the hormonal imbalance.
Mm,
Weight gain is closely related to hormonal imbalance. And when we want to focus on this stress and stress, when you are overstressed, you secrete a hormone that we call cortisol. The cortisol is a fat retention hormone. The problem with we women is like our estrogen easily shifts. When there is a little change on the hormone, on one hormone, it can easily affect the other hormone. So when you put your body on everyday stress, like some people, their body, they can just spend all their day like continual secretion of cortisol. Let me give you this example. You wake up in the morning and you want to take the bath. You start stressing in the morning. You already secreting your cortisol. You get it, and then you will start your day rough because you get mad. You get to the to the workplace. You are annoyed to everyone, so you eat sugar, and the cycle is like that every day because every day you get mad for unnecessary things, the past, and the yeah. So your body is continuously secreting this cortisol, or cortisol is a fat retention hormone. So you when you
mm,
see the person is suffering, especially when it comes to the fat around the belly, it's caused by the stress.
mm,
And also that stress, that cortisol that is perpetually secreting, it puts your body on perpetual hormonal imbalance. And hormonal imbalance can cause a lot of problems. That's the problem. That's why some people can do a lot of diets and all this, but they cannot lose weight because their weight is not related to the food or whatever. Their weight is related to the stress, the hormone they are secreting.
mm,
That stress causes lack of sleep. Lack of sleep also causes weight gain because it's
mm,
hormonal. When your mental is not good, you will you will have weight because it's closely related to hormone. You will see when
mm,
we women when we give birth, we have weight. But as long as your hormone become balanced, you will see you will naturally lose the weight.
mm,
So weight is closely related to the hormone. And why? And the problem also is this shift in the hormone can cause problems. So it's very important for us to keep the hormone imbalance. So if we cannot keep all the hormone imbalance, is to avoid that some hormone cause a shift in the estrogen. So the
mm,
one that we can easily control is the cortisol. Because when the cortisol is in, it can cause insulin resistance. It can cause adrenaline secretion. It can cause estrogen going to the peak. And we know when the estrogen is at peak, now you have a problem with acne, you have a problem with your menses. You see?
wow.
So
That
for me, when the person comes to me, when I thought, when I always have the pre-session, the diagnosis session. Most of women, their weight is not related to the food. is related to the mental state because they have a lot going on.
Mm.
They
So
have a
can
lot.
you take us through some of the mental things we can begin to do to help us cope with stress? Now, this stress that we cannot avoid, the unavoidable kind of stress.
Mm. So I always advise the easy things you can do is to try to write it, to start journaling,
Mm.
to start journaling. It's if you can find someone to speak to, that's good because science show that as long as you take it out, it calms down. Mrs.
Mm.
Nancy, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
When
do.
it's too heavy, when you start talking, you feel good. So if you
Mm.
don't have anyone to talk about, start journaling. Just take something, a block note, and write it down.
Mm.
Clear off your mind, but take it out. Because when you keep it, it make you feel bad. It affects your mental health, it affects your emotional health. So the easiest thing I always advise people to do that you can start today is to try to start journaling.
Mm.
It is start writing down. Just take a notebook. And when if you live in an area that you don't want someone to see what you write it down, after you write it down, if you cannot hide it, just let a day go and tear it, destroy it. And I
Mm.
can assure you that as you write it down, you will feel much better. It's like
Wow.
talking to someone. Yeah. Journaling is scientific proof that it can help. Not only it's good to relieve pressure, relieve anxiety, relieve like help you really let it go. The second thing that you will do is to listen to your body reaction. Some people think like crying means you are weak. No, I know women will tell me, I will not cry again, will not cry again. You have no control of that crying. It's a hormonal situation.
Mm.
It's crying. It's a hormonal situation. So when your body wants to take it off, please allow your body to take it off.
Mm.
Is that when you refuse to cry, you have the pain here.
Mm.
You have your ear that is very dry. I even told the man, let it go. There's nothing weak. It's not a weakness. It's actually a hormonal situation. It's like your body hormone were like very, like it was so hot, so it needs to come out somehow. You will see some people when they are mad, they shout. Some people when they are in shock, they cannot even cry. But
Mm.
they lose all their ability to do something. They become numb, you know. So everybody has his body reaction. You need to know how your body reacts when there is over stress. So we call
Mm.
it hyperarousal. When your body is at a hyperarousal state, how does your body react? When your body is at arousal state, how does your body react? And then listen to your body. Allow your body to express the excess loads of, of hormone that is boiling inside. So cry. It's not a weakness. You are not crying for anybody. No. You actually liberate your body. And then you will see like after that, you will feel good. Yeah. So the second
Mm.
thing is that to know your body, to listen to your body. When your body feel like, okay, you know what, I can't take this more anymore. Just walk away.
Mm.
It's not a weakness because your body says you cannot take it anymore. Just give yourself a space to revigorate, to bring the energy back. It's not like you are weak, it's just you love yourself so much that you want to preserve your body from some excess of disease, you see. So the two these little things that you can start today is to start journaling. When it's too much, take a piece of paper and write down. The second one is to know your body, how your body reacts when it comes to excess stress. and listen to your body. When your body says stop, please stop. When your body says, okay, go on, so go on. And hydrate yourself, because the brain needs oxygen to survive. So when you hydrate yourself, the oxygen in the water help your brain. Very important, especially when we are in Africa, the weather is hot. And then you will see some people, even when they are very hot, they are very nervous. Do you
So
see the relationship?
is that why sometimes I get a headache when I'm dehydrated?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. When you are dehydrated, of course you are. Then when you reach to the extent that you are having a headache, then you are seriously dehydrated, and you will start having like a brain foggy. You cannot even much concentrate. You cannot, like, you feel like you don't know what you are doing, because your brain is like, yeah. And some people say like, yeah, you can go to sleep, you wake up. If your brain needs oxygen, you don't give in the appropriate amount, you will not have that strength, or you will not have that concentration. We call it brain fog. So hydrating ourselves is very important. You will realize that people that suffer from depression, they don't drink a lot of water. They don't do it on purpose. It's just the disease. So when they come to and we tell them, from today you will drink 2 liters of water, they're like, is that a cure? They find it like it's weird that I just come for something that you should help me, and you tell me to drink water. Yeah, yeah. And then when they start drinking water, they realize that actually I wasn't drinking much water. You see? So those little things that we neglected, they are actually important for our wellness. And proper sleep. I know proper sleep is very important for a good wellness. So I always recommend, again, the journaling. So when you go to bed, you have a lot of things in mind. Just take a piece of paper. Start writing whatever coming into your mind. You will see within 10 minutes, it will evaporate. But if you are there by your...
Yeah, as you talk about writing some things out before you sleep, I know there are times that I've gone to bed and it's like I took my whole work with me to sleep. So I'm on bed, turning, but I'm conscious, thinking through how I'm going to get through that problem, how I'm going to walk through that challenge, solve this, and all. So writing seems to make a lot of sense before bedtime to kind of like offload, and then you're able to sleep well.
Exactly, yeah. I have a client, she actually sleep with a notebook. She said like, whenever I start, she just write it. Even if it doesn't make sense, we just don't want it to make sense. We just want to offload the brain, because the brain is still active, so it needs to work. So just write it, write it, write it. You will see. Within 10 minutes, everything will disappear. And writing is an exercise that is directly connected with the brain. So when you write it, it's work on the brain. So that's why it can easily affect the brain. Because the brain, we have 9 compartments, you see. So that are the little things that you can start practicing today. Just write off. You will tell me.
Wow, fantastic. You're giving us like very good ideas. Journaling. I know journaling works a lot because sometimes I really use it when people come to me for premarital counseling, or sometimes even marriage work, and then they are having issues with anger, the inability to forgive. Sometimes I send them on a journaling to write what they feel, how they feel, and all. And I know that it is really impactful. So that can also help us with stress. So you talked about journaling. You said we should listen to our bodies. I think that's something that I'm beginning to learn, because these days I know there are times I feel it in my body that I'll probably be bloated if I don't take fruits or don't do that, and I've begun to implement. You talked about crying. Hey, African men need to hear this one. You know, we tend to feel like we are strong if we don't cry. I also think that is our upbringing and all, but I hope that
Yeah,
more and more increasingly we will allow ourselves to cry and just get that release. I know how relieving cry can be because I've cried a couple of times and I felt really, really relieved
yeah,
after flying. And then now the one that I'm going to definitely start doing is that one of journaling just before bedtime, so that
yeah.
you put all those ideas that are running through your mind that will not
Mhm.
allow you to have the quality of sleep that you're supposed to have. So you can be lying down there for 6 hours and still not sleeping
Yeah,
because your mind is busy walking around trying to
yeah.
solve everything. So just offloading them on a piece of paper so that we can have quality sleep. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for this
My
wonderful
pleasure.
time. Now, before we end the show today, I will want you to give us your recommendation for general well-being. What are some of the things you would recommend that we can do to generally be mentally healthier, sound physically, and also with our social interactions?
Thank you very much. So the first one that I will recommend is also is journaling, like I say, because it
Mm,
helps you really relieve the stress, relieve the anger, and then really express yourself. What you cannot express outside, it really help you and it calm you down. The second one is to hydrate yourself, especially when it's too hot, because the oxygen, the brain need oxygen. We live in an environment that is very highly polluted, the
mm,
buses, the all this, yeah, the environment is highly polluted. So you need more oxygen to really keep your body farming. So the third one that I will really advise is to try to take a walk, even if it's 1,000 steps a day. We always talking about exercise. It's not something that we should underestimate it. But I know women, we don't have much time. We're running between work and kitchen and children. So what I always advise is to find a movement that goes with your body. When we talk
mm,
about exercise, it's not only going to gym. Gym is like much of like gymnastics. Here we talk about burning calorie and bringing some oxygen to the blood because there's the environment that we are living is so much polluted. So what we bringing in, sometimes we can take the load of toxin outside. Not only what we breathe in, what we put on our skin is a lot of toxin. Skin is the largest organ of the body of the human being. So we take a lot of shit when sorry for the word. We take a lot of things inside our body. The body lotion that are not so healthy, we all know that, especially the one that have some paraben and all this. They are not healthy. It's better if you can go natural and also what we use the relaxer, the perfume, mostly what they sell in Africa here is a lot of chemical. So we have a lot of ton of toxin that is inside our body. So the importance of doing some exercise, some moving your body to burn some calories and take out those excess toxin is very important.
mm,
When we talk about exercise, is to sweat. When you sweat, you take out toxin. When you burn calorie, you reduce your fat. So, what I advise, if you cannot run, everybody cannot run. Myself, I cannot do running. But I found the movement that goes with my body, which is dancing. So I do salsa. The most important is to burn calories and to sweat. You see? So find the movement that goes with your body. If it's walking, so try to do it twice a week. So take some thousand walk a day. If it's dancing, if it's salsa, on YouTube you can find a lot of walking home or dancing or rumba, zumba, acrobat. There is a lot of things that you can easily move. The most important is to move your body and to
mm.
burn calories. Don't follow everybody that's like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. No, don't let yourself to be intimidated by that. No, go with what your body can do. If it's biking, okay, go for biking. If it's stretching, okay, go for stretching. If it's gardening, go for gardening. If it's dancing, choose. There is a lot of dance, and especially in Africa, we have energetic dance that make you sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Mm.
traditional dance, and not only the good thing about dance is like it actually give you energy because you are happy, give you happiness somehow, and you burning calories and
Mm.
you removing the toxin. So women, please find kind of movement that go with your body and practice every day to remove the load of toxin that we put in our body every day because we cannot escape it. Everything we are eating today is MGO. You know that, right? The
Yeah.
chicken, they use
Mm.
growth hormone. The cow, they use growth hormone. Even the veggie, we don't even know if they are bio now.
True.
So there's a lot of hormone that we are putting again on the hormone that the body is already have. So obviously there's a excess of hormone. So that
Mm.
leads to weight gain, that leads to mental fog, that leads to depression. So the most important is to find a way to take out the excess toxin. So
Mm.
that's why we always advise exercise. And
Mm.
when you try to do that little exercise, that little movement, you have a good night's sleep. Good night sleep is very important. Try to avoid eating heavy late at night. When your belly is loaded, the digestion is not there. You cannot sleep. You
Mm.
feel very heavy. You cannot sleep. And you wake up very mad, like someone do something to you. No, you do it for yourself. If
Yeah.
you cannot avoid that, reduce the quantity, reduce the
Mm.
quantity. Yeah. We are used to eat heavy in Africa because the whole way we didn't eat. Let's reduce the quantity. Listen to your body. When your body says, I'm satisfied, please stop. Mostly we eat till fullness. We don't eat till satisfied, but we have to eat till satisfied. That's the
Mm.
difference. You don't eat until you are full. You eat until your body says, I'm satisfied. And we all have that feeling when your body is satisfied.
Mm.
Your body tell you, I'm satisfied. You drink some water, but the food is too good. Let me just continue.
True.
And then after, you cannot drink.
Yeah, that's so true.
So those are little things that we can practice. It's easy to practice. So the first one, journaling, it's very important. It's something that you can do every day. You just have a sheet of paper, it's okay. You start writing. Second one, hydrate yourself because that's the way that we live in it is
Mm.
too much polluted. We don't bring a lot of oxygen into our body. So at least we can drink water that have oxygen. But if you have money that you can buy this hair filter in your house that can really, yeah, that's good. That's if you have money, you can do that. Yeah. So the third thing that you can do is to try to move your body. Women will say, yeah, working between kitchen and bedroom and it's already does. No, do you sweat? No,
Yeah, that's another thing.
you
Because you
don't
can
sweat.
actually move around, but you are moving at a very slow pace that you are not
Exactly.
sweating at all.
You are not sweating. So it's
For
quite
me, I think
different.
my favorite movement would be swimming. I love to swim. I love water. So when I'm in the pool, I'm like at home. I just love it.
That's it. And swimming is actually a very wonderful sport because it makes all your body wet. It makes all your body because you work in your body, everything wet.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Mm.
find a movement that allow you to burn some calories. Find a movement that allow you what jump some around back. It's the most important is to sweat and keep those movements. Start at your base. Don't try to like go in competition with someone. No. I know people they buy the subscription at the gym and they never go. Yeah, because gym
True.
is not for them. You don't
Mm.
have to force yourself. Find something that goes with your body. Yeah.
So true.
And
Thank you so much, Dr. Fortuna. This is
my
like
pleasure.
amazing, amazing. Listener, we've heard from the doctor herself. She says, do movements, make sure that you're moving your body. And the goal, remember, is to sweat, because when you sweat, you allow your skin to breathe, to expel all the toxins, and then also you are burning calories within.
Yeah.
Then also drink a lot of water. We live in Africa. Most part of Africa is very hot, and we
Mhm.
need water to keep ourselves hydrated, to keep our brains hydrated so that we can function optimally. There's so much that has been said here, and we are so grateful that you spared out time, doctor, to be here with us and to share this much with us. Thank you so much for
My
doing this.
pleasure.
And listener, just stay tuned, stay glued to these channels, because we'll come your way with so much more on Path to Wellness. Have a beautiful night rest, and it's goodbye from me. I'm Nancy Oblete once again.
Mike Gibson Record.
Share you the wine mini. I say make you show me the road. Say na grace. Share you the wine mini. Say make you show me the road. Say na hard work. Show if na by hard work. I'll be a fellow carry Grammy. If na by hard work. Share.